Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia. Quick update on the Donetsk front. But to be specific, on the eastern side of the Donetsk city. Before I start, I want to just show you. It's actually here, and I will be skipping the summary for yesterday. Because there isn't a lot that has happened. You can see this and this and this and this, and that's about it. So I gonna skip the summary for day. Oh, I forgot to rename this. Like, this is supposed to be 35 and this is supposed to be 30. Yeah. So for day 35 summary, I will do it together with day 36, which is today's summary. So whatever is happening now today, tomorrow I will do the summary tomorrow. So because there's not a lot of things, and I do not want to waste your time uh, in my rambling. So before I continue, I also want to remind you guys that do check out the description below. I have just created a subreddit because someone requested a subreddit for Defense Politics Asia, so I have created it. But I got a bad feeling that you guys are gonna get it to cause it to be banned. But anyway, is there the subreddit is there. Do join the Discord, and do check out the Patreon. I think the plans for the Patreon is going to start soon in terms of the open mic. Basically, open mic is a planned podcast that I will have for Defense Politics Asia. It's most likely not going to be posted on this YouTube channel. I probably create a new channel, particularly for the DPA open mic, because I think I don't want to mix up the podcast with news. So anyway, more information will come when I actually make up my mind and clear up my brains. So anyway, coming back to Donetsk front, haha, because I got you right, because I managed to tell you all these things that I usually say at the end of the video. So anyway, the Russian Ministry of Defense announced in their briefing that they are now developing an offensive. Actually, this translation is a bit weird. They actually have an offensive that broken the heavily fortified defenses of the enemy, crossing the Shaitenka River, and now fighting with the units of the 53rd Mechanized. Is this 53rd? No. So they actually changed. So now it's 53rd Mechanized. Is this 53rd? No, this is 54. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so the units based at the Velika Novosilka Velika Novosilka have kind of changed. So we're gonna change here as well, and gonna change here as well. So sorry, gonna update this on the fly. Yeah, I just noticed that it's different. So in which means that the Ukrainians has actually reinforced this position. So instead of the previous mountain brigade, they actually changed to a mechanized, which is actually more powerful because of the armored elements. So the Russians are crossed this river. This is actually the Shaitanka River, and it's kind of weird. As they said, they cross because they could have approached from this side, but I don't know they crossed this way or that way. No idea. Previously, the line was around here, so probably there are actually entrenched defenses around this area that they actually went on this offensive. So they have not arrived at Velika Novosilka yet. They are approaching. So if you look at the word they see on the approach, so this border might look a bit deceiving. So good idea. So let's do this. Let's be accurate, right? So on the other news, the Russians also announced that they had an advance of 8 kilometers, probably is referring to this. Yep, you see, that's about 8 kilometers, right? So, and they have killed 50 people, 3 tanks, 5 IFV, 8 vehicle, whatever. I don't really care about this. But important thing is that they say that they're doing a mop up of the Ukrainian forces in Zolotaya Niva. So it's Zolota Nyva in Ukrainian, and this was previously already mentioned as captured because the force they were already pushing at Shaltaske. So they are saying there's doing a mop up, which means that in this tiny village town, there are still some elements of Ukrainian forces, maybe even on the outskirts here, and they are trying to clear them out. So I reported this as fighting at Zolota Niva. So this is actually a more accurate description rather than say mop up, because if you look at Popasna, they have been mopping up for like almost 2 weeks now. If so, this mop up is a very misleading word. So they can mop up for a very long time. Just like Marinka, they have been mopping up for 1 week already. They are still not yet mop finished. I think they need to hire more helpers to do this cleaning. So, yeah. So terrible joke. Okay. Anyway, this is the Donetsk Front. As you can see, this entire region, there's literally no change in the border. Totally no news also, which means these positions are heavily entrenched. So I still want to give credit to the Ukrainian forces. And I feel that to always criticize the Russians for not moving fast enough on both sides, the Ukrainian supporters are also like laughing at the Russians not able to make fast advances, and I actually found that rather offensive and very rude to the Ukrainian defenders, and they actually have no respect for the Ukrainian armed forces, despite they are actually supporting the Ukrainian armed forces. So give some respect to the Ukrainians. They are fighting very hard. They are fighting a literally uphill battle, and defeat seems really certain. Like you are fighting against one of the most powerful military on earth. I think, except for United States, Russian military is the most powerful, and they are putting up a good fight. And their supply line is totally smashed, and they are still fighting so hard. So I think you have to give credit to the Ukrainians, despite I felt that it might be a waste of their lives, because I don't really see a win for them. Unfortunately, this is war. That's why we always don't want war to start, because once it starts, it's a mess. So I say I don't want to rant, and not I rented. Anyway, this is just a quick update in terms of the Donetsk front, and I just like I said in the beginning, I wouldn't be doing the summary. I'll be doing a summary tomorrow. I'll combine 2 days so that I have a bit more time, so that you don't waste your time on very small updates, as well as I can use my time to actually do some work, some work that I have been dragging along. So I have been really burned out for the past 2 days. I have been sleeping a lot, and I'm constantly tired. So my brain was totally not working, like just like 8 hours ago. Like it was just full. So maybe it was the live interview that I have done yesterday with David. Doovid, if you find on YouTube, is Doovid. You can check it out. Check out his YouTube. There you can actually see my face, and then you can actually learn a bit more about how I actually deal with all these things about DPA, about the map, this coverage. You can check it out. He's a nice guy. And then I'll, if there's any updates that I see, I will do quick updates, and hopefully I will see you in Discord. Discord is really happening now. I really love the community that is developing over there, and thanks for everyone that have supported me on Patreon. Maybe I should actually take this opportunity to kind of thank these people. I would like to thank Timo, Anonymy, Andrew, Felipe, Giskelity, Aaron, Frank, Nathan, Charles, Nazmi, Peter, Krishna, Claudia, Eric, Stephen, Ellen, Vakan, Climbatis, Diego, and Richard for the support at on the Patreon of Defense Politics Asia. So for those that want exclusive content, please go to Patreon, sign up. I will try to put out as much exclusive stuff and maybe sensitive stuff. Sensitive topic that I cannot put on YouTube over there. So anyway, I'll see you in the next update.